Just gotta wait for Meemaw to finish building. It's gonna be a lot easier once we get some more dupes up in here to help, you know, like many hands makes light the load kind of a thing. Oh, and you know what I'm gonna want to do? I'm gonna increase the priority of the algae deoxidizer to 9 so that we're filling this thing up with algae. There we go. You can see that the air is starting to get like barely breathable. That's not good. We're gonna want oxygen, and we're gonna want a place for all the bad stuff to flow down to. Bad stuff being like carbon dioxide and stuff. So I'm gonna keep digging up in order to get access to this oxygen up here, and then I'm gonna dig down a little bit so that we can drain out the carbon dioxide that we're creating. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's dig up to here and dig out that. There we go. Got access to algae there. And then we're going to dig down as well. Probably right here. Yeah. We'll dig down to this water here, and then we'll just start to hollow out this area. Give that carbon dioxide a place to flow down to. Nice. All right. Things are coming together now. Oh, I need to dig this out if we're going to access this. I want to watch out. This is sand. So if I take out the support for the sand, then the water's going to leak out, and that's bad. We don't like that. We don't want that. Let's make a ladder down. I'll do it all the way to the water level there. Let's bring it up a couple. There we go. And we'll dig that out. And then I'm going to start to dig this out by the 4s. And what I mean by that is 1, 2, 3, 4. That's basically a floor. 1, 2, 3, 4. Dig you out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Dig you out. There we go. And eventually I'm going to want to watch out. I don't want to actually dig into slime, because slime's going to, like this stuff right here, that's going to start to give my dupe slime lung. And that's bad news. We don't want no slime lug. You like the music and sound effects in this game? Yeah, it does have some nice just ambient sound. The music is like very unobtrusive. At times you just forget it's there. Kind of fades in and out. All right, we need more research. All right, so we researched advanced research. We researched power regulation. We've got basic farming, plumbing, interior decorator, or interior decor, and ventilation. I'm gonna do interior decor. Then we can start putting some potted plants, some potted plants, and make my people a little happier. We've also got this room here, which we can make into our rec room. I'm going to need a potted plant in order to make the rec room anyway, so it's good that we're going to research that. And we have 25,000 calories, so eventually I'm going to need to create a place for us to generate food. At the moment, I'm not too concerned about that. You can see that right now, the oxygen levels are getting a lot better. We're going to need oxygen to flow into here in a little bit, so eventually it will, but then we're going to need a place to push all the bad air down to, and that's what this is going to do for us eventually. There we go. And once Meemaw is done building, she's going to build this and she's going to build the ladder. She should just kick into cleaning up for us next. Speaking of cleaning, I'm going to go in here and just check. As we discover new seeds, I'm going to have to say it's okay to put those away. So let's go ahead and change the settings to this. There we go. Apply the settings to that storage, and we're good now. Breathe carbon dioxide instead, oxygen not needed. That, if we were plant people. If only we were plant people. But we are not. Oh my, whoa, hold on. Look at this. If we take a little trip over here, look at this. You can see there's like a ancient ruin over here. Holy moly. Okay. We'll be able to find that later. That's exciting. All right, good. So I'm going to let Meemaw build, then I'm going to let Meemaw clean a little bit, because we need to clean it a little bit. I'm going to let Max go ahead and start to research a little bit. And oh my goodness, it is getting very difficult to breathe down here, Max. We are going to want to fix that up. That problem. As a matter of fact, here's what I'm going to do in order to fix that problem. I'm going to go ahead and dig over here as well. Here is why. Going to dig that out. Actually, here. Let's do that like this, and we want to make that here. There we go. then the air will be able to flow through here. Because you can see that carbon dioxide is building up here, and then it's starting to flow up here. If I break this down, this carbon dioxide is going to go and spill into here. Just get it out of there. Let's transform to plant people. Get green. I really wish there was a way. Like there was some kind of, like, mutanizer that would turn you into, like, mutant plant people. Here, before I dig this stuff out, I could have just prioritized this, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put that on hold and dig that out. So now Camilla will dig this next. And I'm going to hold off on setting another research for now. I'm just going to let Max go ahead and start to help clean up stuff for now. I think that's the best use of Max's time. Let's see. Okay, organic, we have 7.9 tons. And that's all algae. That's good. We're going to want to store as much algae as possible. As a matter of fact, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make one of these exclusively for algae. All right. That way, just I'll be able to, obviously I can look here and see how much algae I have, but I'll be able to see how full our container is. And if I'm going to do that, then I'm going to want to take algae off of the rest of these. So there we go. I'm just going to make that my algae. That helps me. Some people may not find that efficient, but for me, the way my brain works, that's going to help. Okay, now it's just a little bit of waiting. Wait, oh. I was like, why is Camilla over here whining about the bathroom? She can't get over here. That's why. Okay, here's what we're going to do. There we go. We're going to dig Camilla out. There we go. It's really easy for this to happen in the game, all right? You will lose track of a dupe, and you're like, where are they at? And then all of a sudden, you have a mess on the ground. They've had an accident. There is dupe waste everywhere because they've dug themselves into a situation that they can't get out of. So, yeah, I'm glad that I caught that. The worst is, like, a dupe will get stuck, like, up here, and then they'll have an accident, and then all of a sudden it flows down into the clean water, and then all of a sudden your place where you get all your water from is now contaminated. It is terrible. Okay, so there we go. I've opened this up. So now we've got carbon dioxide flowing into there. We are not creating oxygen here because it's got max gas pressure. So I'm going to want to... I think I'm going to move this down, actually. I'm going to move the oxygen generator down here. I don't need more than one algae deoxidizer, but... I'm going to build 2 just for now, and then I can just delete this one if I need to. So, boop, boop. There we go. Do a little bit of that number. Open the gate? You talking about these gates? These gates, air can flow through the gates. So I'm not concerned about opening those gates. There we go. Let's get some damn oxygen in here. There we go. We've got the algae deoxidizer going now, and I'm going to continue my quest of digging. There we go. My dig quest. Oh, you pressed enter instead of shift. I see. I see. I'm going to let it run for a little bit. I'm going to let her dig for a little bit. I'm going to let them clean for a little bit. I'm going to let the oxygen get better. You can see that oxygen's already building up here. It's getting better. The oxygen situation will be handled. And, oh, I'm going to put down... Did we... Yes, we did. We researched furniture, which means I can put down a flower pot. So I'm going to put a flower pot there. I'm going to put a water cooler here. There we go. That'll help increase morale. Also, we have a barracks here, so morale, boop, took a boost up. Speaking of morale, Camilla's getting stressed out right now. Hopefully this water cooler will help chill her out. But I'm going to want, like, a massage parlor as well soon enough. So I'm going to get one of those. Just in case stress gets out of control, they'll be able to get a nice automatic massage and chill them out a little bit. And after she's done digging that, we'll dig this, and then... There we go. That'll help add to some future rooms for us. Why don't potted plants make oxygen? They're plants. That is such a good question. And it's a question I don't have an answer to. Also, You would think that they would be able to better, like, recycle carbon dioxide. You would think that if you just built a ton of plants, you would filter out the carbon dioxide and create oxygen. The only explanation I can think of is that this is a science fiction game, and perhaps plants in this universe just don't work that way. All right, next morning, digging a little bit more. We're gonna need power, and we're gonna need some more research soon. Let's see. Okay, oxygen levels are starting to normalize down here. Finally, that's good. As the carbon dioxide starts to flow down, 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 down. That's good. And what I could do, I talked about how I want to get all of the water into one place. I can actually build a place for water. I can build a reservoir. And then I can start pumping the water into it. So once I put down the battery, get some more power, the bigger battery, get some power generated, put down some pumps, I can start to do that. That'll be all right. Am I getting a bonus now? Yep, see there. I've got the rec room bonus. Perfect. It's not a clean rec room yet, but I've got a rec room. I'm getting a morale bonus, which is going to help Camille with her stress. She's freaking out a little bit. And, okay, so research. If I'm going to start pumping water, I'm going to want plumbing. There we go. And then I'm going to also eventually want sanitation. No, not sanitation. Where is it? Pressure management. So I can get these airflow tiles. Airflow is nice because it blocks liquid, but it lets airflow. And that's what I'm going to build my reservoir out of, is those airflow tiles. You need sunlight for plants to grow, Rick. That is also true, but not true, because I can grow the plants without sunlight. Some of them have specific requirements, but a lot of the plants in this game don't need sunlight. Fry DX, you say a single plant doesn't create enough oxygen on its own to make a difference. True, but we will build fields of plants, which actually don't seem to create any oxygen whatsoever. But that could be. Maybe we just don't have enough plants and it's negligible. That's absolutely possible. I don't know. I'm no scientist. I'm no botanist. I find it weird that you guys are cleaning this stuff up. I don't really like that you're cleaning this stuff up, as a matter of fact. I'm going to break this ladder. Just leave this stuff down here for now. My fear is that they're going to get in the water, and then they're going to get sick. There we go. Clean up anything else, for God's sake. Just don't clean that up, all right? Max is almost done with the research for the... There we go. Max is done. Next research I'm going to do is ventilation, and then we're going to have all the tier 1 research taken care of. Pretty sweet. And then once that's done, we're going to need to upgrade the research station so that we can get the airflow tiles. And then, you know, I'll probably build a reservoir down here, you know? I think that the reservoir down here would be a pretty sweet idea. Probably like here, just boom, 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 boom. That's going to be the reservoir. This entire area here. We'll come down here, we'll pump some water. It'll be great. It'll be great. How's the oxygen doing? Oxygen's starting to look really good, actually. We need more power, though, if we're going to have that oxygen. So I am going to want to get that bigger battery here very soon. And in order to do that, I'm going to actually start to expand this room. It's got carbon dioxide in it, obviously, but now that we got a place for that carbon dioxide to flow to, I'm not as concerned about it. So we'll bust those walls down. Cool, Camilla. You're okay, good. Poor Mima. Real bummed out about having to clean this toilet. There we go. Get that toilet clean. All right, good. She emptied it. Good. Last thing I need is for these things to fill up, and then they start going to the bathroom all over the floor. All right, we're going to dig into here. We're going to get lots of copper, and we're going to expand this room. This is going to be our little workshop area. We can put down our new... What's it, who's it? By what's it, who's it, I mean research computer and our bigger battery. The Who's It What's It is going to need to go right here, and that's actually 3 tiles long. So what I'm going to do is, it's a little bit of extra work, but it'll give me some peace of mind just because it'll look better and it'll flow better. I'm going to make a new wheel here. There we go. A new battery. Oh, Raiders! Hello, Raiders! The Kwai Cub raided us. Thank you. Everybody from Kwai Cub, welcome. We are playing some Oxygen Not Included today. So glad you can join us. And it's pretty early game too, so you guys haven't missed too much. Right now, we just finished all of our Tier 1 research. We're working our way into Tier 2, which means that I need to put down my supercomputer. There we go. Put down that supercomputer, and I'm going to, there we go, delete that old wire I had there, that hanging wire. I had more raiders before? Who did I have before? I did the Brian J! Oh my goodness. I'm getting raided all over the place. Hello! Welcome, Brian J Raiders, Kwai Cub, and Mr. Green. There's too much stuff going on, guys. Too many raids. Hello, everybody. Well, everybody's welcome. Thank you, guys. Super flattered to have you guys here. Yeah, so we've got our research computer set up now. We're going to need to get the power. Oh, you know what I need to do is I need to increase that priority there so they actually make the power. And then we're going to get our new research going. I talked about those airflow tiles, so let's go ahead and do pressure management next. And yeah, our group rated Joe. Me, Mr. Green, Kwai Cub, and Darkstraws were playing Borderlands. That's why I had all you guys raid me at once. That makes sense. Were you playing Borderlands 1 or 2? Also, what's better, Borderlands 1 or 2? I feel like there's one natural answer there, but I'm just curious to hear from you guys. What's better, Borderlands 1 or 2? Borderlands 2. All right, yeah, you were playing Borderlands 2. That makes sense. And I imagine Borderlands 2 is what everybody agrees is the better one, right? Borderlands 2? Ooh, Gatlin Lasers has won. All right, controversial. Things are looking good. I'm still gonna want to, let's see, how's the research going? Oh, we haven't even researched ventilation yet? I didn't realize that you hadn't finished researching ventilation yet. All right, well, that's fine. You'll research that ventilation, and you know what I'm gonna do as well? I'm gonna access this water right now because we can. I'm gonna build you there, and then I'm going to, there we go. Hitch you guys up like that. And there, now we have access to all 3 sources of water, which means that I can put pumps down and start pumping that stuff. We're gonna need a lot of power though to pump all that water. So eventually I'm gonna want to have that coal generator. We'll get that set up soon too. Okay, good. All of this oxygen is now starting to normalize in this area. That's good. We're gonna want to figure out a way to get the oxygen flowing over here too, because it's way in the back, so it's taking a long time for that oxygen to get there. But eventually it will normalize. I'm not too concerned about that. Okay, our research is finally done there. We're moving on to the next research. I can preemptively, though, start to lay down the plumbing that we're going to need to do this. So that's what I'm going to do. So we're going to need to plumb all the way from the bottom here. I love the little sounds that it makes as we do this. Okay, so that's going to be the plumbing for the pump there. We're going to pump it down here, so I'm going to run it straight down to here. Perfect. Next, we're going to need to pump over here. And what I'm going to do is actually, we need to level this out. And I'll tell you why. Some of you could probably see why. But I want to pump from the lowest area, right? But if I pump this out, then eventually we're going to have a little reservoir of water here. So I'm going to completely dig this out so that the water all flows down. And it pumps from here. There we go. And then we're going to pump this up. And then, boom, we're going to have all of the water flowing into one reservoir. It's going to be great. And it's going to give me some peace of mind. I won't freak out about the fact that we have water in 3 spots. We could totally make that work, obviously, having water in 3 spots. But the crazy person in me says, like, no, we need to have all of the water in one area. Okay? Just works better like that. And let's run this pipe to here. There we go. And lastly, we're going to want to pump this water here. So I'm going to... There we go. Connect those two. They are cute sounds. Everything about clay games is cute. Water works better as one giant reservoir. It definitely does. Early in the game, I just like to set up everything so that everything flows so much better together towards the end of the game. Just less things to worry about. I don't like the idea of like running out of water here and being like, oh shoot, now we got to move the water here. Oh, now we're out of water here. Now we got to move it here. Just have one huge source of water and then we don't have to really worry about it anymore. What I am a little concerned about is this going to be big enough to contain all of this water? I don't think it is. I think I may need to make a bigger reservoir. You know, like maybe... Yeah, I think I will. Maybe make it like this deep. I think that's what I'm going to do. How close are we to getting those airflow tiles? Okay. We should have those in the next day or so. And soon enough, we'll be able to get our new dupe here as well. Am I making food? Not yet, because I have 23,000 calories. I am definitely going to want to make food. But right now, I have 23,000 calories, so I'm not super stressed out about making food. I won't let those calories get too low, though, before I start to make more food. It is really easy, though, to kind of put that on hold and say, like, oh, I'll get to it later, and then you totally forget, and you're like, oh, shoot, I've ruined it. I've started making food too late. Now my dupes are all starving to death. I am a bad colony manager.